First thing is the idea of drawing a box and rotating it. The idea here is to try and grab something that has or looks like a box, but has some cuts or some little bit of a different shape in it. It's something that you can find at home and you can actually see and touch. The idea is that we want to be able to see it from different angles, rotate it, draw it from the top, from the bottom, and try and understand how we can draw this thing in all the different angles. And the reason I say it's something that you have is so that you can easily just see the different angles. Maybe you can even take a photo of it from different angles and try and draw it. So we start drawing it into a simple form. So you can see here, the thing that I have is very similar to a box, has a couple of angles in it. And the reason I say this is because when I draw this, if it's off, if my box doesn't look right, I can really compare and understand why doesn't it look right. So I try and rotate it and draw it again from a different angle. Same idea. Because this thing has different angles and different cuts in it, it's easy for me to look at my drawing and say, yes, my box or the idea of drawing a box for me is not as simple as I thought, and I do need to practice it more and more. I really like this exercise more than just drawing a simple box, because for me, when I draw a box and just rotate it, it still looks like a box. And it's just so hard for me to figure out if I have done it correctly, and I don't really learn as much as doing it this other way. And when we are doing this, we are actually practicing a couple of things that are very important when drawing anything that we want. So the two concepts here is the concept of addition and subtraction. So we start with just drawing the box as a whole, and we start in this example cutting into the box. So it helps us get that feel of 3D shape and 3D form, and how we can add or cut other 3D shapes or other 3D forms from our box. So the idea here now is to try and do the same thing with maybe other objects that have a little bit more extra shapes to it, maybe a cylinder, maybe we can start practicing with a cup, things like that, that gives us a little bit more practice on things other than just a simple box. Now the next level or the next step is to just find a reference online, and it can be simple again. We don't want to have anything too complicated. So in this case, I just found a reference of Thor's hammer here, for example, and we try and draw it using simple shapes. Again, we try and think about the idea of subtraction and addition into our basic form. So we can start with a box, add other boxes to it, we can add the cylinder to it, and slowly build up on it. Again, we're practicing the idea of simplifying things into simple forms and then modifying it into the shape that it is. Now, the real thing about this step or this level is to try and draw the same thing in a different angle. Now, we don't have a reference for the different angle, so we want to, because we've learned or we've practiced to draw that thing into the simple shape or the simple forms that it is, it should be a good practice to try and rotate this form from memory or just from our learning and our practice into different angles and try and draw this thing again in the new angle without the reference. Now here, again, the good thing about this thing, once again, because we're trying to rotate this final product or final image, it's easy to compare and it's easy to take a look at the thing that we drew and understand how our rotation went. What was the mistake that we made? And you can see here that I have made a mistake in that the angles here of this one plane here is not correct. So because it referencing a thing that we can see, it's easy for us to understand if we were able to rotate it correctly. I found myself when I'm just rotating boxes, just a box, I find that it always just looks like a box, and I'm always happy that because it looks like a box, I'm good, I can move on. But now that it is supposed to look like Thor's hammer in the right perspective, I can easily look at it and say, yeah, this part of the hammer doesn't look correct. And it's good to do this thing in a few different angles and practice more and more with different things. Again, the idea of level 2 is to keep it simple still, to keep it in a way that it is maybe 3 or 4 simple forms added together to create this thing rather than a complicated object. because the next level and the next step we get to is where we start practicing with very complex things and complex objects that we want to start drawing. As you can see here, I took Jinx's weapon here and try and figure out how can I simplify this into simple forms and simple objects. As you can see, this thing can be simple cylinders that are added to each other and on top of each other to form this final product or this final object. And here is the trick. The image or the weapon itself has so many different things involved in it. How can we simplify it into the simple objects that they are? And as we simplify it, then we start adding more other simple forms onto it. We start rounding up the forms that we know how to draw, deforming the forms that we know to create the object that we want. And then the final challenge, if we want to take it a whole new level and challenge, is to try and do this thing in a different angle without having the reference. This is probably the most difficult thing to do because we're trying to rotate many things at the same time, many complex objects at the same time, and simplify them. But the idea here is we're trying to train our brain to think of anything that we look at into simple forms and simple objects, and how can we simply rotate them. Now, I know that this can be very difficult, so if you find that rotating the whole thing can be too hard, what we can do is to take the piece apart and divide it into multiple smaller pieces and start practicing drawing these little pieces and rotating them, and then we'll be able to understand it a little bit better. Our brain will be able to simplify it and rotate the smaller things. Then we might be able to put all of that together and draw the whole thing rotated into one piece. Now, all of this is very important. Why? Because everything else that we want to draw, portraits, figure drawing, anatomy, anything else that we want to draw, this concept really applies. If I can simplify something into a box or a cylinder and rotate it, how am I expected to be able to draw the entire body, the entire human figure in all these different angles, all these different things, and try and do it from imagination? So this is why these 3 levels or 3 exercises that I have been doing have really helped me improve the most and the fastest, and they are the key for me to become a better character artist and learn anything and draw anything that I want. I really hope you find these exercises helpful, and see you in the next one.